Hey, friends. What's up, my people? It is Thursday? Yes, it's Thursday today. Child. My conspiracy theory part of my brain is on high alert. Okay? Let me tell you. It's a bunch of, like, let's just say all the information, all the stuff that's going on. They're like little jigsaw puzzle pieces, right? They're all scattered. And then I shake myself around and they start falling into place. Now, my disclaimer, I don't know if none of this is true. This is just what's happening in this ADH brain crazy head of mine. So I've been really dissecting and I'm going to stop saying the interview because Shannon Sharp said it's not an interview, it's a conversation. And I think he's absolutely right. He asked some questions to keep the flow of the interaction going, but an interview, no. A conversation, definitely. The Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams interview. Now, Cat did a lot of, how can I put this? The outright stuff that he said that people picked up with right away, great. It is the stuff that he said in jest, that people thought he said in jest. That's what got me. And I made a post about it that I could have definitely been a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that don't talk for 20 years if that meant I didn't have to work. And then, so that stuck with me. I did a post about it, and it's funny, right? Because somebody put together a whole bunch of thumbnails with all of the comics that have the weird face wife, the light skin, the light skin weird face wife. Not even like just the comics, just the people that Cat brought up in the interview. So Steve Harvey, all of these people, these men that I'm gonna say have a light skinned weird face wife. Facts. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Chris Tucker, Ludacris, Kevin Hart. Who else was on there? Anyway, go in my community section, see the picture. I'm drawing a blank. It's early, guys. Anyway, Voodoo Doll TV also, I guess she's a vlogger. She has a regular job, but she's a YouTube personality that I watch. I really enjoy her. She did a educational Friday about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all of these civil rights activists and the Boule. I did a video on the Boule. And then now Jonathan Majors this past Monday goes and talks about and has an interview post a trial because he's found guilty on 2 accounts, not the major ones, but anyway, he does an interview on Monday. And then he was asked a question about the Coretta Scott King comment, and then he doubles down and says how Megan Good acquiesced to the role of Coretta Scott King for him and held him down. Now, Martin Luther King, Coretta Scott King, light-skinned, weird-faced wife who doesn't talk. Pretty much all she did was make babies and get cheated on because she didn't really do nothing but hold him down, make his babies, and get cheated on. The FBI was showing her. Martin loved clear women. He was obsessed with them. According to the research, now y'all could say, oh, the FBI was trying to set him up and trying to break up his marriage and da 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 da. This is 1960. They didn't have Photoshop. I mean, at least I don't think they have Photoshop. They claim they sent people to the moon, right? But I don't think they have Photoshop. I really think Dr. Martin Luther King was messing around with that singer and her preacher daddy. Okay, the one she had a baby by her daddy and was having these parties, the same Diddy parties. Okay, Martin Luther King was getting swallowed up by the clear women, by the white woman. Um, Dollop of Daisy all on his face, and then coming back to his light skinned, weird faced wife and making babies with her. Um, Same thing with Aniko Hart. They said Aniko Hart is the type of, that's Kevin Hart's second wife. They said she's the type of woman to get cheated on and be like, we could work this out. Let's work this out. Okay? Because he was caught, Kevin was caught in a hotel room with I think she was clear too, woman on Aniko's birthday while Anika was pregnant. And guess what? They're still together. So, putting those pieces together, and the connection with the Divine Nine. Ricky Smiley got a bunch of biracial children. Biracial children. He got some black kids, but he got some mixed kids too. But all of these men are part of the Divine Nine. All of these men are in fraternities. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, Dr. Martin Luther King, Boule. And I think that's all of it, an extension of this proverbial Illuminati. So anywho, yeah, all of that is coming together in my head. And I can't even say it's being exposed, because when you start talking about people's religion, when you are trying to argue, when you're trying to have repartee and back and forth with people who claim they're Christian but walk around here worshiping the man and not the actual religion or the God that they claim, they put more attention and energy into defending a man who seems to be taking on qualities that to the late Eddie Long. And if you study the Illuminati, you will realize that the people who are in, whatever the Illuminati, they don't believe in an absolute death. You get transferred, kind of like, what's that Jordan Peele movie where the white people were going into the black bodies? When you're in the Illuminati, you get transferred. You know that vessel dies, you go somewhere else. And now, since Eddie Long has passed, TD Jakes seems to be coming out of these things. I mean, even down to him wearing that red suit to address, or to say he wasn't going to address the lies, but address them, and his hand movements and mannerisms. Even, I'm driving right now, but I can't show you the mannerism. But this, y'all favorite food blogger does this all the time, talking in his monotoneness. Watch the hands. And then they go up there and they get these awards because it's Holly weird. They go up there, they get these awards, and they're thanking God, right? I want to thank God. I want to thank the Most High. I want to thank, and black people, and giving credit to Voodoo Doll because she opened my eyes to this. Just make you think a little bit. They go up there in Hollywood and they accept all these awards and they're thanking God and they're doing all of this. And black people automatically equate that to their God. Yes, he's a God-fearing man. But these people telling you that they was delivered and got a whole wife. Wasn't TD Jakes delivered? Isn't there people coming out saying that he used to run around with the boys, but now he's delivered and has a wife that he's had for decades? And their kids ain't shit? All of these great men, their kids grow up to be ain't shit. I mean, what did Martin Luther King kids do? Like pretty much nothing. Didn't Malcolm X kids, didn't his grandkids set his wife on fire or some shit like that about 10, 15 years ago? The kids grow up to be really ain't shit, because the agreement and the contract is only with the men. It's not for their progeny. But anywho, they go up there, the black people in Hollywood, they go up there and they thank God, and black people just think that, oh, they're talking about y'all God. No, they're not. They're not. Not everybody who practices religion and worships religion and looks like you, y'all are not talking to the same people. And then you have the biggest, sexiest troll I've ever seen, Lil Nas X, who's sliding down the pole and busting it wide open for the devil in his music video, who's just trolling y'all, and y'all talking about he worships the devil and da-da-da-da-da. He's outright doing it because he's a troll, and y'all focus on this nigga because he's outright doing what y'all think is satanic stuff, but y'all got the blinders on to y'all faves, these people of the cloth, and y'all not paying attention. Where's y'all antennas? Realizing what they're doing, y'all too busy criticizing the distraction, Lil Nas X. I know a fucking distraction when I seen one. He's a fucking distraction. If you really think that Lil Nas X is doing ritualistic satanic stuff, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. You're dumb and you're stupid. And get mad if you want to. You really think Lil Nas X is worshiping the devil? You know who's worshiping the proverbial devil? TD Jakes, Joel Osteen, all of these people that claim they're Christian and they're of the club. Those are the ones you need to worry about, not Lil Nas X, not the transvestites reading to children in libraries. Why y'all worried about this sexy nigga? And you know, if I'm attracted to Lil Nas X, he's not attractive in the face. The body, you can't deny the body. I'm talking about the face. He's not attractive in the face. Because if I like him, he's not. Because I told you I like him ugly. I don't like him a little bit ugly. I like him ugly. If this is the line to ugly, you need to be at least one step over it. Now, there is too much ugly. There's something called too much ugly. But you get points for the body. Okay, and that could pull some of the ugly away. Okay, and I practice eugenics. I won't have a baby by you, but I will have a very, very good time. Very good time with you. So y'all focused on him, and I'm saying this because there's a lot of, oh, he's doing this, and then now Lil Nas X has a video of him sitting in front of communion looking like he had a buffet. Y'all don't think that's a distraction? So y'all don't focus on, have you ever been swallowed up? I would be swallowed. Y'all forget this motherfucker was at Diddy's parties? Now we're not talking about that no more. Now we're focused on Lil Nas X. And y'all gonna tell me there's no industry plans? This is how I know there's industry plans. And this is how I know when you fully embrace your industry plantness, you can't have a black wife. You cannot have a black wife. You have to have a white wife or a light-skinned, weird-faced wife. And let me tell you why I think that. Kevin Hart and Tori Hart were married fairly young, I believe. High school sweethearts, if I'm confident enough to say. Working at Foot Locker, making next to nothing together. Came up in the trenches together. Now, if y'all think Kevin Hart was funny in the beginning and he's not funny now, is because Tori Hart was writing his jokes. That is a fact. She has said it and he has said it. And when they divorced, he didn't keep her on the payroll for that. And I'm gonna tell you how I know she didn't keep him in the payroll for that. In the trenches together, 2 children, working, pregnant, stayed by her man. Cheated. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. She said that he cheated on her multiple times. She took him back. It's when this motherfucker started doing relationship activities with Aniko. And Aniko and Kevin will say there was no overlap, but Aniko says, I've been with this man for 8 years. And Tori commented and said, how, ho? I'm ad-libbing. How, ho, when he's only been divorced from me for 6 years? There was fucking overlap. It's not when Kevin was doing relationship activities with his light-skinned, weird-faced girlfriend or wife now that Tori and Kevin divorced. Now he divorced. He's blowing up. He was blowing up before, but he's really blowing up now. Okay? He's really blowing up now. He got the traction going from when Tori was writing his jokes. And people, I feel, are only laughing because they used to laugh. I have literally watched the remainder of Kevin Hart's special with not even a fucking chuckle. It's more physical comedy. It's more slapstick knee snap comedy. It's not funny. It was fucking funny when Tori was writing those jokes. Okay? So now he's with Aniko Hart. Cat Williams is calling him an industry plant. He's not funny anymore. He's in a lot of movies. Really not funny. Mark Wahlberg was funnier than Kevin Hart in that movie. He's not funny anymore. Yet he's still wildly successful. Tori Hart, Kevin Hart's ex-wife, is now going on tour with Cat Williams. Why? Kevin is successful. Kevin took the paper cup boys or plastic cup boys all over America. He never put Tori on. Never put Tori on. I believe Tori and Kevin had a serious conversation about the direction on where he was going, and she wasn't a part of it. She had to go. Aniko is down with the shit. She is literally the wife from the Truman Show. She's not leaving that nigga. Not leaving that nigga. I'm trying to think without sounding too ignorant, because when you are outright ignorant, the people them don't listen to your message. They just focus on the ignorance, and everything you're trying to say doesn't fucking matter anymore. So that's why there's a lot of pauses in this video, because how I said it to myself is not how I'm delivering it to y'all. So she's now touring with Cat Williams. I guess TMZ, all paparazzi to me is TMZ now. TMZ, I guess, talks to Kevin. He's like, I'm happy for them. Yeah, wishing them success. You know the shit that you're supposed to say. He's livid. You gonna go with the op? But if you treated her well, Kevin, if you put her on because y'all are family, this is your ex-wife, you've been with her decades when y'all were chilling, gave you 2 children, she wouldn't have to go on tour with Kevin Hart. If you talk to anybody who has dealt with Tori Hart, they talk about how fucking funny she is, how talented she is, how funny she is. If you listen to what Cat Williams says, he said, I only take people with me who are funnier than me. I only bring people on who are funnier than me. I knew Tori was funny when she was on the Hollywood Wives show. And she went in on Andrea Kelly. I knew she was funny. When she said she wrote Kevin's jokes, and watching her on that show, and I know a lot of it was edited, I said, yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Kevin got his whole mannerisms, everything from Tori when he's performing. Because if you watch him in the documentary when he was himself, if you watch Kevin when he's not performing, it doesn't match. When you watch him perform, that's Tori. You didn't put her on because you couldn't put her on because she's not in the club. Do I think Kevin didn't put her on because he hated her? There's some animosity towards her? No. No. She didn't do anything wrong to him. He didn't put her on because she didn't want to drink the fucking Kool-Aid. She didn't want to take the pill. She didn't want to go into the Matrix. He can't put her on. You know who can put her on? Who didn't drink the Kool-Aid, who's not in the Matrix, who can proudly say that he is going to leave the industry as a heterosexual, straight man by all definitions, without with a virgin butthole and not having to suck a dick, is Cat Williams. That's who could put her on. So yeah, he's happy. Kevin is happy. But it's not what he wanted. He wanted her in the world with him. Because if you say you love somebody, and especially if you have children with them and you're married with them, that love never goes away. He loves her. He loves her. He just can't be with her because he wanted to elevate himself, and she wasn't going to come for the ride. And he got the light-skinned, weird-faced wife who don't say shit. I have no idea what a Nico sounds like. I have no idea what Ludacris's African wife sounds like. And she's like a scholar. She is educated. I have no idea what the fuck she sounds like. I didn't even know Cedric the Entertainer had a fucking wife. So that's safe to say, I don't know what the fuck she sounds like either. I don't know what the fuck Marjorie sounds like. I don't know what Lori Harvey sounds like. Think about it.